Hi, everyone. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil. Happy to have you guys here today. We had a big day, Hasbro Fan Day, Fan Fest. I got to say hi and wave to everybody. I was on screen. Go check out the Star Wars recap. That was a lot of fun to be asked to be part of that, and I couldn't talk about it until I was on it. So that was a lot of fun to do today. It was fun to do. We did the practice session. We did all the work. I've done all the work to get there to be able to be part of the Fan Fest. So it was really nice. And we've got interviews coming up. So if you have any Star Wars or Transformers questions for the brand teams, I am going to be sitting down with them next week. So please leave your comments here, or go to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and send us a message with some of your questions, because we're going to have a chance to sit down with the brand teams. So you can check us out at Castor's Corner on all social media. CastorsCorner.com, of course, is where you can find everything in the Cornercast podcast, which is up this week with our friend Chris. You can find that on Apple Podcasts. But since we're in a Star Wars mood today, we've got our Rey Star Wars shirt on. And so I thought, and we were part of the Star Wars panel today, so that was fun. We're going to take a look at Bo Katan. And you can see she's a pretty dynamic figure. Like, she looks really good floating here on this stand, and I think I was really looking forward to her a lot. I will admit that the reveal of her on Mando season 2 was a little bit lost on me, because I'd never watched the Clone Wars, and I knew Katie Stackhouse voiced her, and I knew she had a connection. So when I saw her, I'm like, oh, isn't she? But it didn't. I don't think it had the same impact because I didn't have that connection. But I think she's a great character on season 2. I think she's going to be a great character on season 3. We know there's going to be some drama about the Darksaber. So I'm really excited to kind of see how that goes. But I mean, I was out looking for her. She is the reason I woke up at 6 a.m. on Easter morning to go and get her. And I got her thanks to my friend Dan, who found her the night before and told me where she was. And then lo and behold, less than a week later, and we get surprised, and Hasbro sends us one. So this one will be doing a giveaway maybe next week. Maybe if I can put it together for next week, we'll do a giveaway for her. But why don't we take a look at the one I opened and make sure it's in good shape. I heard it fall for the giveaway. So let's take a look at her. So, like every other, figure, she comes with some accessories. She does not come with a flight stand. This is actually McFarlane flight stand. But I think she looks pretty good on it. You can see that she's got pretty good amount of movement as far as posing goes. She's got, this typical Star Wars single jointed knees and elbows, but I think it gives her enough of a range of motion to be able to do some fun poses. She can definitely do like the flying pose with her jetpack on. You can straighten those out. She can be a gunslinger and have her blasters in her pocket, in her holsters. Stand pretty good. I will say this: if you get it in the right position, it does stretch, put a little bit of tension on her belt. So be careful. It's fun to pose that way. I wouldn't leave her that way. The blasters are actually the same. I guess you'd call them Mandalorian blasters that we saw, only painted differently. She's got her grips are painted brown, whereas the Mando Loyalist and Commander that we saw from the Walmart wave, those were just solid gray. So there's that. She comes with her jetpack, and it's smaller than Mando's, and it's removable. It doesn't have the double pegs or the triple pegs that we saw with the other Mandalorians. It's just a single peg in, but it fits her pretty nice, and it stays in place. No issues there. I love the costume. I mean, you make a blue character, I'm probably going to like it. I really like the aesthetics of her. The blue really pops. It's not as bright as it looks on camera. The lighting's making it look a little bit brighter, and probably the camera will too. I mean, the photographs will look a little brighter, but it's a little more of a pastel blue, and it looks really good. What's really nice about this, and I really like when they're doing it, helmet is removable, and that is a very, very good likeness of Katie Stackhoff. And what's amazing, I think what's amazing is the turnaround time for this. We saw her late November, early December, somewhere around there. And now it's April. So it's less than 6 months since we saw her on screen, and now she's in our hands. So for a Mandalorian figure, considering it took us over a year to get season 1 characters in the line, to get a season 2 character in the line right off the bat this year, I think that's amazing. So they did a really good job. And Sasha Banks's character is coming out later this year in the fall. Her helmet's got a lot of detail work to it. The Mandalorian sight does go down, up and down. So it does move. It's made to move. It didn't just fall apart. And the likeness of Katie Stackhoff is just, it's one of the best figures they've done. I did see a few of them with some issues where it was either the painting or the 3D printing wasn't exactly straight, or there was a little more paint or weathering on her. So this was the best one, and the one I got in the box is fine. So I think it might have been an anomaly, to be honest with you. But I know all of us, we want really good ones. Her costume does have some weathering on the gauntlets and things, but and she can hold her helmet and walk around with it if you want to pose her this way. Just want to try not to drop something today. That would be great. So she can stand and hold her helmet. I couldn't be happier with another Mandalorian figure. It's been great to see that kind of continue to build up and continue to grow as a part of the Star Wars universe. And I want Fennec, and I want older Boba Fett, and we need Mayfield. We need a Bill Burr figure. So I would say that's my number one push that I will be bringing up with the Star Wars brand team, is to get a Bill Burr figure. Because you just have to. You just have to. Anyway, so there you go. So Bo Katan, we'll be doing a giveaway later this week or next week, in the next week or so, for the Bo Katan figure. We had a lot of fun on the Star Wars. Make sure to go check out. If you missed the Star Wars panel, go check it out. We posted a lot of pictures on our Instagram of everything they revealed. But if you want to see me on screen, that would be great. I didn't get to talk, but it was still fun to be part of it. And again, if you have any questions for the Star Wars brand team, we have to submit our questions soon. So if you want to send us a message on any of the social media, we're happy to try to include those in our interview time. So check us out. We're at Kastor's Corner on everything. You can head over to the website, kastorscorner.com, to check out a full gallery of Bo Katan, as well as the archive of our videos. And check out the Cornercast podcast on Apple Podcasts. And we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have enough time to maybe start taking a look at these new guys and talk about the new toy box line. And we might have some Transformers, and we might also have some new G.I. Joe to talk about. So we got a lot coming up this week that we just came in today that we're dying to talk about. So make sure to come back, and I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your night, guys. And go check out the Hasbro Fan Fest. It was a lot of fun to be part of today. Thanks for watching, and go to kastorscorner.com. Thanks. Have a good night.